Anywhere you go, anywhere you go, you belong. Hi guys, I have currently finished doing my makeup. I'm waiting for the lights to come, then I do my hair. Okay, but let's kill some time because this ECG, they will frustrate you. They've taken the lights since morning till now. It's 4 p.m. and some minutes. The lights are not in, but let's go on. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story about this story. I really don't know. This story is about me personally. Okay, so last year I went to Dubai. I think most of you have seen it on my profile because that's what okay, on my TikTok. Okay, so I went to Dubai and then it was my crush. Okay, it was my crush who. So I realized in a video I kept saying that my crush. Let me correct it. He was crushing on me. Okay, so he had been following me for some time and he was actually crashing on me, and then that day I happened to respond to his text, so let me correct that opportunity to travel. Okay, so he has been following me on my socials for some time and I wasn't responding, but last year around that time I decided to respond because I was just bored. One day I just went through my whole messaging apps and then his profile caught my attention, and then it was quite interesting. His communication was interesting, so I was drawn to him. And then fast forward, my birthday was approaching, so he asked me what I wanted to do on my birthday. As at that time, I didn't have anything serious that I wanted to do because like previous year, like I was not in the mood to do anything because the previous year was a hard year for me, so I was still in my feelings. So he was like, okay, if I don't mind, he would want me to have my first travel experience and then go to Dubai. And you know, I've been wanting to go to Dubai for some time for just one particular place, the garden. Okay, so I was like, well, like yeah, I wouldn't mind. So all expenses were paid, my flight tickets, my accommodation, everything was paid by him. So, and he was going to meet me there actually, so that, you know, I'm a new person in somebody's land and it was a holiday for him as well, so why not explore together? Interesting. So we went and then we had a very, oh you guys, the lights just came. We had a very good time. I swear, like it was one of the best experiences that I had within the whole city. We stayed at the best hotel. We went to places, but unfortunately I couldn't go to the garden because at that time that we went, the temperatures were high, so it was closed. Okay, but we visited other places, the desert, the beach, the malls, and some other places. And then it was time to depart. And me being a very emotional person, when we were coming from our hotel, there was a mutual friend who, okay, he was my friend, okay, from another friend. So they were coming to give us some stuff to bring to Ghana for them. So when we got to the hotel, they were like, oh, that time this COVID thing was happening. This is just last year. And they were like, oh, do I have my COVID, did I take the COVID test? I didn't know that I was supposed to take a COVID test again, because when I was coming into Dubai, I took the test. And they were like, if I'm going back to Ghana, I have to take this test again, mind you. So they were helpful. Those people I knew over there from back home, they were helpful. They got the COVID test done for me. They showed me the whole procedure and it was smooth sail. And it was time for us to depart, because he was going to a different country and I'm coming to Ghana. And mind you, like my flight was 7:40 something, and after that time we go to the whole airport at around 5 something. So I thought, oh, we had enough time to spare. So after everything, I didn't really check the time again because I thought I had so much time. And we sat down And then we were just thinking about leaving each other. I didn't want to leave. He didn't want to leave as well. You know, it was very interesting. I'll tell you another story. When we were entering Dubai, it was like we were stopped by customs because of something in our bag. I'll tell you a story about that. But we were like just there trying to do like whole that emotional departure thing. He didn't want to be part of it, and I I was going to miss him. So I was sitting down there, we were chit-chatting, we were doing all of those things, like talking, because like we're going to miss each other physically, but we're going to keep in touch. Okay. What happened next? I didn't know that time was running, so I was like, okay, it's time for me to go. Let me go. And you know, this guy didn't look at me because he is very emotional as well. But you know, so his explanation was that if he see me leaving from where we're sitting, he will be teary or something. And me in my head, I'm already crying. And then while I was going, you guys, I was looking back so that at least he will look at me for me to say bye bye. This guy didn't look at me. He didn't look at me, and he kept like being trying to be busy on his phone. And I know like it's a man thing. He's just trying to be boss up. And I was so emotional. So I didn't know I had spent all my time chatting with him and spending time with him. He didn't look at me. That was even what got me so emotional. So with my crying face, I was just going through the whole Dubai process, guys, because I thought Ghana airport is like Zoom. You go to check in, then you're going. I didn't know that Dubai you will have to even take a train to the main airport. You guys, I didn't know it was a whole process. So I went, scanned my face, my passport, and nobody is there to help you. Okay, you have to do everything yourself. Scanned my passport, everything. I went through the whole procedure. As I was going through all the procedure, and I realized, wow, I spent so much time. Like I should have gotten up quickly. And then I went through the checks, the immigration, everything. Then we have to wait for the train to come. When I got there, the train has left, so we have to wait for the next train. It came, we got full. I was part of those people that in the train we got down. I have to take the next elevator to the place. It was shy. Eventually I got to my destination where I was going to pick the Accra area at the Accra gate. And when I went there, instead of me asking like whatever, I went to sit down the waiting area, and I asked one man that, is it Ghana? And he was like, yeah. I'm sure he thought I was I don't know what he thought, but my mistake was I was supposed to go and ask the attendant who was at the Ghana gate, but I asked a passenger who was probably waiting for something for his flight or something. And so I was sitting down there trying to look through my pictures, thinking of everything, and then I heard them mentioning Ghana, last boarding, Ghana. I was like, oh my god. Then I was lucky. I saw two Lebanese people coming. Asian. I can't say particularly if they are Lebanese, but they look like so. Coming, and they were like, yeah, Accra. And I ran. You guys, you see me. I ran to the place. Like I was like, Accra, and it was like, yeah, why are you so late? I was like, I didn't know. Then we're rushing. Guys, if I tell you that I was the last person to enter that plane, and then they shut it, I was the last person. Like I would have missed this flight flat. Well, like it was serious. Like and it was my first time traveling. Okay, so imagine, even when I sat down and I felt like I was in the plane, I was still not okay. I was like, so I was going to miss this flight. So I was able to get the flight. I was the last person to enter, and you could see people's faces because after the Lebanese people, I was the last person to enter, and then we came to Accra, Ghana. It was a very funny, interesting experience for me. Okay, I spent my whole time, sulking with the person, and then now look, I nearly missed my flight. So that's the story time. I hope you enjoyed it.